Hello everyone, you join us on one of our local walks. It's still a bit boggy. I must confess, last time we walked down here I nearly lost a shoe in that. I got the boots on today. It looks like we'll have two muddy whippets. It's just coming up to lambing. I've volunteered to help out with lambing, so another week or so and we'll have lambing. She's obviously later to the rest of the country because the sheep are kept so high, and we still had a bit of ice this morning and some frost. I can't believe it, but we've now lived up here for 6 months. And how old's Rosie now?
8 months.
And Rosie's 8 months old, and she's turned into a glorious little dog. She's a great puppy, as you've probably seen from our previous videos, but she's a lovely dog. Hey Rosie! Rosie, yes you! Hey, I'm talking about you! Rosie! Rosie! Stop looking for sheep poo. And Louie is still tolerating her and getting on really well with her. They like cuddling up together on the settee. I'm so surprised how many people have got Whippet puppies, and all the messages and photographs of all the Whippet puppies from all over the world that people have got. And I'm really pleased that you found the videos helpful of what we went through with Rosie and with Louie. Anybody who knows the North York Moors will think this is the Daffodil Walk in Farndale, but I'm sorry, but it's not. It's a secret locals walk, and I think we may have more daffodils. What do you reckon, Rose? Hey? Look at all them. And they follow this river all the way down, off the top of the moor down to one of the villages. Still quite muddy. Reflecting back on the first 6 months of living on the North York Moors, it's been really good. We had snow for probably about 3 months. We were snowed in completely about 3 or 4 times, and we lost power to the cottage twice, I think, maybe 3 times. We'll use the solar generators to power everything. We've had quite a bit of work done on the cottage. We absolutely love it. Even on a winter like that, with all the bad weather and everything else, it's just absolutely beautiful. Even on a windy day like today, if you can hear me. You enjoyed the first 6 months?
I have.
Is it the best place to live?
Amazing, I love it.
It's the best place to live in the world so far, isn't it?
Yeah, sure is.
Particularly if you've got a couple of whippets to drag out all over the place. They'd much prefer most of the time in the cold weather, I'm sure, to lay up in front of the Arga. But once you get them out, they love it. And with the snap tog jackets on and the snood, you've got to have a snood for a whippet. They're fine once out in the snow. Just keep them moving. What's the matter, Rosie? Does that look a bit boggy? Let's go around it. Whoa, 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 Rosie! Go on! Come on, come on, come on! Come on, come on, come on, come on! Come on, come on! Good girl! Good girl! Don't you like getting your feet wet? You've got brown feet! Oh dear. I think we've all got matching feet.
Oh no, she just slipped really funny. She was like, oh.
The good thing is that our campervan's nearly ready. Joe and Adi from All Things Timber have just about finished. He's just doing some last wiring and finishing off. So in another week or so we should have that back. So the next video should be the unveiling of the campervan. And I've gone mad on power. I'm fitting 2 power hooks into it. I managed to find a company that do specialist mattresses made to measure and made to size and shape of your campervan. So we've had one of those sorted for us, and I'll give you more details of that in the next video. and the grand tour. We'll probably take the van up on top of the moors and get the drone out and do a fancy video about the van coming back. I can't tell you how excited I am. I went to see it about a week or so ago, and I purposely haven't put any pictures on Instagram because I want it to be a big surprise. And Adi and Joe have stopped sending us pictures because they want to do an unveil to us. But for what I've seen so far, it's amazing. How excited are we?
Very! I'm excited to get the van back.
The puppy foot wash. Alright, Rosie, Rosie. She don't like that. Come on, Rose. Come on. It's not exactly deep. Come up, come up, come up. I take that as a no then, eh? You coming in, Lou? Come on, Lou. Come up, come up, come up. Good lad. There you go, look.
That's how we
As
do
he
it.
walks across the mud.
Go on in, Liz.
Oh well, got my feet washed.
Don't do anything you say.
Despite being in lockdown and not seeing many people, Rosie seems to have adapted to other dogs quite well. There's a few dogs locally, many spaniels, but when we see somebody out and about with the dog, Rosie just wants to play with them, so we're quite pleased with her around that. I was a bit concerned that with nobody being around and no other dogs, how we'd socialise. I suppose living with Louie helps. So she's doing great. Many of the questions I get regarding having a Whippet puppy are very similar. So there's lots of people asking, how do you toilet train them? And it's basically all about routine, like anything with a dog. So taking them out as soon as you get them home, I'd get them in the garden, and then after every sort of episode, and an episode can be training, playing, feeding, when they wake up after a snooze, when they wake up in the morning, just basically going through a routine that they know to go outside and do what they need to do outside. And generally within a week that should be about sorted. 2 weeks really, max, but relatively straightforward. I think most people seem to have found the same experience that we have. The other question is, how do you get them to sleep in a crate and not in your bed and not whine every night? And again, same answers to everybody, and it seems to be working for people. Have a decent sized crate for them to sleep in, have it near to your bed, have a cover over it, make sure it's nice and warm, and just slowly, as the nights go on, move the bed, the crate in the bed, further away from where you are, and put the cover over it more. So you're doing it in gradual steps. The first night you may have the crate on the bed with the cover half off so they can see you, and they might need to get up every 4 hours to go in the garden, and then the next night it'll get a bit easier, and pull the cover over slightly more over the crate and start to move the crate away from the bed. And within, again, 2 weeks, Rosie was really good at this. In no time at all you'll find that they'll sleep in a crate with a cover over the top of it without any problems, and they should sleep all night. Whippets are good at sleeping. Then the next question that comes along from you new puppy owners, or poo pickers as we like to call you, because you spend the rest of your life picking up the poo after you whip it. It's about teething and those sharp pin-like teeth a puppy has. It's just a case of giving them something to chew on, trying to distract them away from chewing so there's something they shouldn't. So having a good crate during the day when you can't supervise them is great. Frozen carrot, we talked about that before and recommended that to many people, but just routine, repetition, and in about 2-3 weeks those puppy teeth will start to drop out, those pin-like teeth will start to drop out. You'll stop being bitten and having bite marks in your hand. They'll start to understand how much they can bite you play-wise, particularly if you've got other dogs to play with, and the adult teeth will start to come through, which are not pointy and not as sharp, which makes life a lot easier. But these are all things, when you get a puppy, that seems to go on forever, and people seem to panic about it, but the time changes so quickly. Within the first month, 2 months, the remarkable change within those puppies. And as you can hear, Joe's already telling her off. What are you doing? What are you doing? Feeding routine, As a puppy, they probably want feeding 4 times a day, but small amounts. Don't let them overeat. If they eat really quick, give them it in small portions. And those routines are when you're feeding them, is when you need to take them out to go to toilet as well after that. Every time they have something to eat or drink, get them out in the garden so they know. And give them lots of praise when they're in the garden, when they've done something in the garden for you. So yeah, feeding. If you've got a quality food, your dog shouldn't be farting all the time, and you should have good solid poos. As we've said many times before, the best food we've found so far is Pooch and Mutt, and we feed a little wet in the morning mixed with the biscuits, and they have the dry biscuits, both Louie and Rosie, probably a little bit at dinner time and a bit on a night, and they do really well on that. They're very healthy, shiny coats, clean teeth, and they don't fart, and the poos are good. If you're new to being a dog owner, you get to talk a lot about dog poo. I hope you can hear me over the wind. That's the wind, not the dog wind. So got something funny? Something funny? Somebody fell in again. And the dogs have got brown feet again. Sounds of the countryside. You switch the camera on and somebody picks up a chainsaw. Somebody's interested and wants to come and say hello to Louie and Rosie and have a look at the new fitted out campervan. We'll be at the Campervan, and I think it's the Overland Show, Stratford-upon-Avon Racecourse in June. I'll put the details below. We're there for the full weekend with a number of other YouTubers. I'd love to say hello. It'd be great if you bring your puppies along, or your Whippets, or any dog, or just come and say hello. The Olight giveaway. I'm hiding behind a wall because it's really windy now. So the Olight torch in my last video has gone to Alison Williams. So Alison, I've sent you a message. If you can send me an email with your postal address, wherever you are in the world, I'll post it off to you and get it off to you as soon as possible. My email address is onemanandhiswhippet@gmail.com. So get that to me as soon as you can, and I'll get it in the post here. Thanks for everybody for entering, and you never know, there might be some more coming up in the future. Come on then, let's go and get a cup of tea. Are you tired? Are you too tired? Hey, you tired, Louie? Are you tired, little fella? Say goodbye to everybody, Rosie.
Got dirty paws.
Just walked 10k, these two. Dirty paws and a full belly, ready for a Whippet snooze for the rest of the day and most of the night probably. Hey kids, skinny dogs.